welcome back as we explore what many have called an unknown and unexplained phenomena. She is Dr. Eleanor Bayes-Sander. And joining us now are three people who have shared in the benefit, if you will, of the gift that she possesses. They are Marcia, and I'm going to tell your stories individually. So I'm just going to introduce you, if that's okay right now. Marcia and Bob, who are joining us in this studio. And joining us in a separate studio is a gentleman we are going to call John. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
John, your problem was somewhat different. You were not fighting weight loss when you first went to see Dr. Eleanor Bayes-Sander. Tell me in a nutshell, if you will, what your problem was when you first went to see the doctor.
I was addicted to heroin and cocaine for the last 17 years.
When you first went to see her, did you feel as if this was your only hope to kick this addiction?
Yes, it was my last resort, I felt. I tried all the rehab programs, self-help, geographic cures. Nothing seemed to work. She was, at that point, my last hope. I didn't think that I would survive. No longer, no more than another 2 weeks to a month, as I had told her when I met her.
And how long ago was it since you first met?
It's been approximately a month.
A month?
Approximately, yes.
And how would you describe yourself today?
As a new person, new life, new hope, new ambition, and a feeling that I can do it on my own.
John, when you look back at the last month, I mean, I think we have all read and heard about how tough it is to fight drug addiction, how difficult the withdrawal process is. Describe to me what the last month has been like for you.
The last month has been great. Since seeing the doctor, usually during withdrawal, you suffer a lot of bone aches, a lot of problems.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing her, it was amazing, but I sat and waited all night long for the bone aches and all the other problems associated from withdrawing from heroin, because I had none of those. It was amazing. The last month has been a new reawakening for me. Things are starting to open up, and I'm not afraid any longer. Things to have lost the fear to live. And that's what I think was the problem as to why I was using the drugs probably in the first place. I seem to have a great fear of life and living.
Mm-hmm.
Through dealing with her, I've lost that fear. I'm able to face problems, to carry on my life, and to have the hope that I need to have a positive life and a drug-free life.
How does this work? I mean, and clearly that's more than just the obvious question, but we listen to a story like John. We look at Marcia and Bob. What makes this work?
I remember there have been cases of long years of alcohol and crack that cured. When, I'll tell you what makes it work. To give you the case of John, the day that he finished, before I began the treatment, he had the audacity to have his injection of the cocaine and heroin. So when I saw him, he was just completely under the influence of the drugs. And I started to send him away. But I decided to talk to him. And when I sat down and talked to him, oh, Lynn, I saw something. And when I saw it, the warrior and the prophet, I grabbed it, and I did not let it go. So I helped him to awaken this powerful part of him from slumber. And I kept it awake until he could realize that that was the greater part of him. So how does it work? It's so mystical, so magical, so unbelievable. It's like capturing the sunlight in the bottle, and you let it go at night. And all I can do is just show you the keys and try to explain it to you. And that would take a long time. It's like I see it. The light's within your eyes. There's something. And I cannot teach it because they want me to teach others how to do it. I would like to work with large groups on the drugs, which is deadly. affliction in this time. But most of the time they want me to teach it. I can't.
So what is the, I guess what I'm looking for then is, what is the process? I mean, an individual comes to see you, and you see that spark.
I talk to them.
Okay.
And in the process of talking to them, there's something that meets the neurotransmitter in the brain, and the barriers dissolve. And look at John.
How similar was your experience to the one that Marcia and Bob are describing?
It was very similar. It was actually strange. I've been through a lot of cons and seen a lot of con people and a lot of games played and like, and it was unbelievable. She put me under this so-called hypnotic or trance or whatever it is, but I felt nothing. I felt normal, felt nothing. But after I left her, I was tempted with drugs again, and for some strange reason, I didn't want any drugs. I could not explain it, but for the first time in a long time, I did not want any drugs. I couldn't explain it. I felt normal. I felt like after I left her, I said, well, what did she do? She didn't do anything to me. But 2 hours after I left her, I was tempted, free. And I wouldn't turn down any free drugs. And I did not want any drugs.